Konnichiwa, Tofa desu.
To establish a company and to do it well, the first thing you need to do is to make a good product.
Hello everyone, this is Chris, aka SomeKillerTofu, and this is Yakuza 0, one of my favorite games of all time, and the first entry into my new series called Fighting Fridays, which is going to be games that get you more hype and like just are better suited towards kicking off a weekend, I would say. It's currently Wednesday, but I'm recording this a little early just so I can have time to edit and prep and make sure it's all ready so the Monday incident doesn't happen again. As you saw from that intro cutscene, the game is going to be hype as hell. I'm going to change one setting real quick, which is just that I want the cutscenes to not have the full frame rate, because I would noticed in the intro it's a little weird looking compared to normal, because I've played on PS4, now I'm playing on PC, so I was like, ooh, do all the settings, but now that I've actually, gone through, it just looks a little weird. Having the cutscenes at that full I guess it's really 144 hertz or whatever, just looks a little odd. On the PS4 version, it's very movie quality. Well, not movie quality, but it's like very high quality. And I just realized my light's not on, so that's fun. Let's turn that on real quick. Sorry if that messes up the camera focus or anything. But yeah, the quality of the cinematics and stuff is usually pretty good already. And I don't want that to really deviate from the gameplay quality. So, like, I want it to be consistent. I don't want it to actually hinder it, trying to make it look as good as possible. So anyway, I've got the settings all worked out. I'm going to go ahead and start a new game. And I always play on hard on these games. Not to sound like, not to be that guy or anything. It's just I've always played them on hard because, I don't know. I wanted a challenge the first time I played it around, and then when I got used to it, it actually became really easy to play these games on hard for me, for the most part. I struggle with, maybe one boss or one fight a game, roughly, now. or one part. There are certain pieces in these games that are rough, but I don't actually remember anything in Zero being anything that really pissed me off quite the same way as Kiwami, which is the remake of the first one. This game is a prequel, takes place in the 80s, and it covers two main characters, Kazuma Kiryu, who's the main character of the whole series, and Goro Majima, who's kind of like his foil or whatever, who's the like side antagonist. He's not like an antagonist at all, although he kind of comes off as one in one. And he's definitely not the protagonist, but he is a protagonist, I guess, in a way. Even though you don't really play as him most of the time, but you get to play as him here, and it's awesome. So this is kind of going to show you some of the backstories, and it's a really good entry point into the series. I personally played Kiwami 1, which is the remake of 1, first, and then came back to this one and then went forward. But a lot of people say playing this way, linear, kind of makes more sense. I just think that you're going to miss some references and things, unfortunately, in this game if you haven't played the other ones. But that's okay, because you can always come back to it if you're interested. I love this series. It's one of the two series I think has probably saved my life in the past several years. So I just thought it'd be fun to play. And anyway, here we go.
やめてくれ。もう。ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。
この町で喧嘩売んならちゃんと相手を選べ。大金持ち歩いてるときは特にな。
みちゃん、まだいいじゃん。こんな時間さすびら切ったってタクシー捕まんないんだから。や
だもう。いいから宅代出してよ。
あ、じゃあさ、プラザのスイートでも取るよ。だから俺と朝までねね。なんだてめえ、言ってんだよ。おい、ちょっと待てよ、これ。おい、てめえ、ぶつかっといて何スカとこいてんだよ。ちゃんと謝れっつんだよ。土下座しろ、土下座。
おい、よしよ、よせ。
あ？いや、そう。
どうもすみませんでした。
よ、頼んでおいた仕事どう？
終わりました。ちょっと封筒が。このままでいいっすか？
そんなこと気にしないでいい。むき出しだろうが金は金だからね。堂島組さんは仕事早くて助かるよ。はい、これ約束の1割。ご苦労さん。
どうも。
で、これは俺からの気持ちね。
いや、それは
取り半が常識のこのご時世、安い取り分でやってもらってんだ。普通なら本職の人にこんな安い額の取り立て頼めないからね。
でも
同年代のガキどもが万札ちらつかせてタクシー乗る時代に本職の君が金もないんじゃ様になんねえだろ。ま、これは俺との初仕事を終えたご祝儀みたいなもんだ。はっ、取っとき。
ありがとうございます。
しかしバカに金貸しちまうと後が面倒でしょうがねえな。30万ポッチ捨てんのは簡単だが、回収しとかねえと商売としてのけじめがつかねえなあ。
ええ、まあ
俺も長いことこの町で金貸しやってるからよくわかる。今の世の中、金の本当の価値が分かってるやつなんてほとんどいやしない。その点、学のない君の方が高学歴の若造よりよっぽど分かってる気がするんだけど、そうじゃない？
俺には分かりません。それじゃこれで。
なあ、うちに来ねえか兄ちゃん。君の腕っぷしならヤクザやるよりもっと簡単にもっと多くの金が稼げる。いい飯腹いっぱい食っていい女を好きなだけ抱ける。それだけじゃない、金さえあれば不幸な人間を幸せにすることすらできる。ヤクザは下積みが長え。手っ取り早くのし上がるにはうちに来て稼ぐってのもいい選択だと思うんだが。
3年前にその言葉を聞いてればそうしてたかもしれませんけど、一度極道になったもんは時間を巻き戻せない。
それが答えか。
ヤクザには誰かを幸せにすることなんてできないんすかね。
さあな、俺はヤクザになったことねえからわからねえ。ま、気が変わったらいつでも連絡してくれ。じゃ。
金貸しが偉そうに。めんどくせ。
This is where Nishiki said he'd meet me. Guess I beat him here. 724106, huh? That's code for what you up to. I'm waiting for your slow ass to show up. May as well have a look around and see if I can find him. Okay, so this is Yakuza 0. This is Kazuma Kiryu, the main protagonist of the series. And this is Kamurocho, the fictional city or town or whatever, basically region of Tokyo where this game takes place. As you've noticed, there's a few different versions of cutscenes in this game, which is kind of weird. It's a little disorienting, but you get used to it. And for those who haven't figured out already, the game is primarily in Japanese with English subtitles. The first game released on PS2 a long time ago was actually dubbed in English, but it never really happened again until recently with spin-off titles Judgment and Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise. They went back to doing English dubs of the games at that point as an alternate option, but fun fact, Goro Majima, who you will meet later on in this game, was voiced by Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker / the Joker, in the original PS2 game. Anyway, I'm not going to read everything, obviously, but anything that's like text-based that doesn't have voiceover, I'll probably try to read just to kind of make it a little easier for everyone and a little more engaging, I guess. Might as well save while I'm here.
ほら、早く金貸せって。後で返すっつってんだろうが。え？
困ります。勘弁してください。
ごちゃごちゃうるせえんだよ。いいからさっさと出せ。
誰か助けて。
Running shakedowns on our turf? Somebody needs to set them straight before they try anything really stupid. Well, that'll be me.
誰かこっち来んぞ。なんだよ。見てんじゃねえぞ、俺。おい、ヤクザじゃねえのか、そいつ。バカ、ヤクザったって、年も大して俺らと変わんねえ。どうせ下っ端だろ。
お前らこの町に来るのは初めてか。
え？だったらなんだよ。
ここらはうちの組の島なんだな。カムロ町を歩き慣れている連中ならこの辺りでバカはしね
え。なんだと？ヤクザが偉そうに説教垂れてんじゃねえぞ。こら！
Okay, here we are in the tutorial fight of the game, or the first tutorial fight of the game. Press X to repeatedly perform a rush combo. This is the most basic method of attack in battle. Press Y during an X combo attack to perform a finishing blow that knocks the enemy down. The knockdown effect varies depending on the number of times X was pressed, so try it in a few ways. So as you saw, every single time you do a longer or shorter combo, the Y attack varies and changes, which is pretty cool. I always liked that feature. The yellow gauge on the top left indicates your health. The game will end if the yellow part is fully depleted, so keep an eye on your health at all times. If the gauge flashes red, it means you're in very bad shape and should replenish your health immediately. Health recovery methods: use a recovery item or eat something at an eatery or restaurant for those of us who speak regular English. Grab and attack the enemy. Press B near an enemy to grab them. If an enemy is guarding to block your attacks, grab them and attack to deal damage. So basically, oh, that's nice. Thanks for the cheap hits there, boys. That's real good form. Teach these punks a lesson. Your training is now complete, and it's time to wipe the smirks off your opponent's faces. If you get hit, you can strike back right away using X, Y, or B. This is called a resolute counter. You can gain money by knocking down or defeating enemies. Depending on how you do it, you might get a bonus too. So try a range of different moves. Throw you down. They actually surprisingly make those enemies kind of tough for the beginning of the game. Then again, they're all...
相変わらず容赦ねえな。
錦、
おめえいつまで経っても来ねえから待ち合わせすっぽかされたかと思ったよ。
逆だ。おめえがなかなか来ねえからこうやって時間潰してたんじゃねえか。
暇つぶしに喧嘩っておとなしくヘルスにでも行けってろ。ガキじゃあるめえし。
興味ねえ。
相変わらず硬いね。まあいいや。とりあえず飲みに行こうぜ。久々にオールで付き合えよ。な。
あ
あありがとうございました。
はい
や、この度はどうも。お日柄もよく。
行くぞ錦。
しかしよ、お前も様になってきたよな。もう一発のヤクザだ。今日の取り立てももう済ませたんだろ。
まあな。
これで風間のおやっさんも少し安心するか。
さあな。あいにく俺の取り柄は喧嘩の腕っぷしだけだ。お前みたいに器用じゃねえからな。
何言ってんだ。こんなバカみてえな時代だぜ。楽しまなきゃ損だろう。少し頭使えや。
風間のおやつさんが無所から出てくるのは年明けてからだ。それまでに俺も少しは器用になってくさ。
へえ。ならまずそのみすぼらしいなりから変えてみな。お前もたまには50万のスーツでも着てみろよ。そうすりゃ世の中の見え方もちった変わる。
俺は服なんかどうでもいい。風間のおやつさんだっていつも地味な服着てんだろ。
お前な、あの人は組の若頭。堂島組のナンバー2だぞ。あのレベルまで行けばそれでも通用するがな。極道商売にある程度見栄が必要なんだよ。
お前が最近車買ったのもその見栄のためか。
このこじゃれたライターも俺んだ。そろそろ返せよ。
見栄張りてんならケチケチすんな。
お前も本当は分かってんだろ。人は車のエンブレムと着ている服のブランド、そしてこの堂島組の大門を見て素直に言うことを聞く。ヤクザは見栄張ってなんぼだぜ。
そんなもんか。
そんなもんさ。仇のくせしてアコギな商売するやつに借りた金で遊びまくるバカ。この町の連中に人の内面なんて見抜けやしねえ。奴らにとっちゃ外見が全て。
ち、わかった、もういい。それより飲みに行くんじゃなかったのか。
おうおう、そうだったな。
よし、たまにはピンク通りにでも行くか。あの辺りにいい店があるんだ。行くぞ。
So that's Nishikiyama. He is Kiryu's best friend since childhood, and Aniki, which is basically like his sworn oath brother, basically. To explain kind of the way the Yakuza work, there's like, it's kind of like Mafia if you just think of it that way, but it's like there's a main family that runs the main clan, basically. And then there's all these sub-families or whatever. So they are members of the Kazama family underneath the Dojima family, underneath the Tojo clan. So that's kind of the structure. And as you saw in that initial little tutorial fight cutscene kind of thing, there's a certain kind of rule and respect to civilians where they take care of them when gangs are, you know, causing trouble and stuff like that, because basically the Yakuza are against each other, kind of like families under one tree kind of follow that rule, but other clans and stuff, they kind of are against them as far as their crime and stuff like that, but they treat civilians as like their own main tier of people that you don't fuck with, basically. And cops kind of have a mutual respect with the Yakuza because they helped rebuild Japan after World War II, or that's something they mention in a later game. So they kind of have like a mutual okayness with each other, even though they have to obviously, you know, take care of business with the Yakuza at times because of the fact that they are still breaking the law. It's a very interesting kind of plot thread, both in real life and in the games. I'm looking back at this as somebody who's played through 5 of the games completely, and it's really interesting looking back, because there's certain things I don't remember, but it's like everything I do see that I'm like, oh yeah, that happened. It's like really interesting, because I obviously know a lot more about what happens with these characters than most of you all will at this point. But yeah, we're currently going to get a drink with Nishiki, and should be good times. He basically was explaining to Kiryu that he needs to get a better outfit and start showing off more to play the role.
ちゃんと出入りしてるか？当たり外れも含めて何でも知っとかねえとな。金ケチって溜め込むのもいいけど、こういうご時世だ。金は使いようで売買にもなる。で、その手の情報をつかむには街で遊んでアンテナ張らねえとな。この街でしのぐってのはそういうことさ。可愛い女子大生がよりどりみどりと言われ、ついていったらバーバーばっかり。5000円ポッキリのはずがぼったくられる。そういうのも全部勉強だと思えばいい。つが、そう思わねえとやってられねえだろう。なんだよ。今のは物の例えであって、別に俺が実際に体験したってわけじゃ。まあとにかく今日は俺のおごりだ。おめえもたまには楽しめ。いいな。
But yeah, basically he's just telling him to live the life a bit more. I kind of think I need to adjust the field of view settings, because it's really weird that if I turn the camera in front of me, Nishiki's like super blurry. Like I guess I need to adjust that so it goes a little farther, because right now it's like 3 feet in front of my face it gets blurry, which just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So I'm probably going to adjust that a little bit later. I mean, it's kind of cool for the other people, but what is this, a fight? Looks like it. Come on, you're in the way. What's your problem, bro? You got a problem? We're in the middle of some important business. Hey, old man. Quit talking to them. We're not done here. Who's an old man? You snot-nosed little punk. Who's the snot? Whatever you said. Gah! Oof. Oh, now you done it. Yeah? Come on, Grandpa. Take your best shot. Screw it. They're completely wasted. It's not worth the trouble. Let's take a different road. No need. I've got a faster way to fix this. Oh? Yeah. I just need to sober them up a bit with my fists. Again, I can't tell if you're a sadist or a charity worker. What are you blabbing about? Stay out of this. Yeah, butt out you. Butts. Yes, fight the drunkards. Watch the heat gauge. The 3 blue glowing bars at the top left are called the heat gauge. The heat gauge starts at 1 bar, or first bar, and as your attacks hit enemies, the gauge fills up, shifting to the second and third bar. At each level, your speed increases. Some moves require a certain level of heat, so once you are used to fighting, keep an eye on your heat level. Once the heat gauge shifts to the second or third bar, Kiryu's body begins to glow with a blue aura. This is called heat mode, and it signals that you can use special heat actions. Try using heat actions while sobering up the drunkards. This is where the game kind of already just goes off the rails with the fighting. So, if I grab one of them, that wasn't really good timing, but if I grab one of them and press Y, he'll do a heat action, which is this way over the top, super attack basically. If you get a weapon, you can do all kinds of crazy stuff with those. Your training is now complete. That concludes the explanation of the heat gauge and special moves, but the 2 drunkards still need some sobriety beaten into them. If you take a fighting stance using the right bumper, or R1 if you're using PlayStation controller, movement with the left stick will center around the enemy in front of you. This is effective when you want to most focus your attacks on a single enemy. That's kind of how I always play. It makes the most sense. Okay, I'm gonna get this trash can. Beat the crap out of him. Oh! Okay, so I can't quite grab that sign. I guess that took a different style. It's been a little while. They're just so obnoxiously over the top. I love it. It's been so long since I played this one. About a year and a half, I'd say. Huh? What? Where am I? What was I doing here? And who are you? Sounds like that sobered him up. Must be your delicate touch. I remember watching music videos at that bar. Then we got to talking about which idols we liked. Yeah, then some smartass started making fun of poor sweet Shoko-chan. And then... my head's throbbing. I can't remember past that. I think you two have had enough for tonight. Go home. Yeah. Ow. Whoa, you okay, mister? Here, I'll walk you to the train. Take it slow now. Thanks. You're awful considerate for a kid your age. All's well that ends well. Let's hit that bar. Yeah. The completion list. Completing certain challenges will earn you completion points. You can view them from the pause menu under the completion list. Some are things that will probably happen on their own as you play the game, but others will require more deliberate effort. Exchanging completion points, visiting temples or shrines to access the completion points exchange menu, where you can spend CP to earn special blessings ranging from being able to sprint for longer distances to earning more cash from fights. They're a big help, so take a look. What a waste. A damn shame, I say. Hmm? You got a punch like a 2-ton gorilla, and you go wasting it on drunks? What do you think that talent was meant for, all that raw fighting prowess? Look, I just helped a couple of guys work off some alcohol, that's all. Yes. That's the point. That's the problem. You want to talk alcohol? You're like taking one swig from a vintage bottle and tossing the rest. Going from the look of you, you're Japanese mafia, yeah? Something like that. Yes. Seems like you're pretty confident in a fight. A real dynamite boy. You're calling me boy? Don't get ruffled now, kid. Compared to me, you're practically a toddler. Hey, Kiryu. What's the holdup, man? It's nothing. Be right there. No sense wasting time on this drunk. I should just go. Too much booze is bad for you, Gramps. Take care. Hey, now. Hold up. Wait. I got one piece of advice for you. And I've got a friend waiting for me. If you got something to say, make it quick. Oh, out for a night out with your main dog. Me and the boys used to really wreck it back when I was your age. But if you spend all your money playing around, you'll never get stronger. You gotta invest in yourself. What, like a gym membership? Nah. That's no better than spending it on booze. I'm talking about investing in yourself. Literally. Literally? What does that even mean? Glad you asked, my boy. Here's a special lecture, just for you. So basically the way you do upgrades in the game is you actually spend money on skill points, which is kind of a weird way. It's like instead of skill points, you have to pay money, which you get money all the time. So it's kind of nice, but a lot of it's locked behind like progress walls, which is kind of weird, but eh. So he doesn't really explain anything. He just kind of shows you that it's unlocked or whatever. Now I have $440,000 basically to spend, so I'm going to get the heat gauge upgrade, where you can basically have your heat gauge fill automatically if you're wounded. So as long as I have some injury, it'll basically, or I guess it's only when it flashes red, so that's not that great, but you still need it to get into the heat gauge upgrade, so it's still worth it. Flying kick is great, like you can just run and press Y and just hit people pretty hard, but I always think at the beginning of the game it's probably best to work on your health, so I'll do that first for 400,000 yen, and that'll basically cap me out for now. I can't really do a whole lot, but that's fine. And as you see, it's under the brawler heading, which, you know, indicates that there are other battle styles you'll unlock, which there are. As it says, Kiryu's basic battle style, unleash dynamic fighting moves, effective in any situation. It's a kind of good all-around fighting style, but there are better ones, I think. Okay. You keep pouring more money into yourself, and with a little training, that talent of yours will grow in no time, so keep the women and wine on a budget, you hear? Investing in myself, literally. Never thought of it. Never thought of that. Heh. Bet you're glad you stopped and listened now, eh? Yeah, I guess I am. Yo, Kiryu. I'm coming. All that serious talk killed my buzz. Time for round 2. You have a good night, my boy. What weird old man. What's his deal? That's kind of what you think as the player, hearing that ridiculous voice. Hey! Man, I love this game so much. Like, it's really nice getting back to this, because this is actually one of the better ones in the series. Like right now, it just seems like a lot of fighting, but you'll see there's a lot more to it than that.
たく相変わらず品のねえ街だよな。
だから人が集まってくるんじゃねえのか。最近の景気で金持った欲の塊みてえな連中がな。そいつらが酒やら女やら欲しがって集まる場所なんだ、この彼女って街は。
なんだよ、不器用なりに一応分かってんじゃねえか。
見直したか。
錦山くん。
よ
なんだあいつら。
現役女子大生ホステスのまどかちゃんとゆいちゃんだ。
あ？
ねえ、ポケベル鳴らしてるんだから電話してよ。今度いつお店来てくれるの？
今日後で顔出すよ。
本当に？
なんだよ、俺の言うこと疑ってる？
信じたいけどな。
そんなこと言うなよ。ほら、お小遣いだ。
やったー、信じてるよ。
女ってのは器用なもんだね。
ありがとう。じゃあまた後でね。
待ってるよ、錦山くん。
いつの間にか大した顔じゃねえか、錦。
お前さ、俺があの女たちにまんまと小遣いせびられたと思ったろ。けどそうじゃねえ。女とつながっとくことが大事なんだ。いいか、組の上にいる兄貴たちは基本的に女にモテない。あの人たちは見るからにヤクザでございますって格好してるからな。
それがなん
だ。だから兄貴たちと飲むときいろんな女連れてくとそれだけで小遣いくれるし、俺の組での覚えもめでたくなる。どうせ極道やるならどんな手使ってものし上がらなきゃ意味がねえ。違うか？
なるほど、そうかもしんねえな。
さあ、店はここだ。今夜はとことん付き合ってもらうからな。
It's kind of weird. It like picked up noise from the other building.
お前、この店にはよく来んのか？
ん？これで2度目だけど。なんでだ？
ボトルキープなんかしてるからよ。常連なのかと思ってな。
ちまちまビール飲むより見栄えがいいだろう。店のもんに顔も売れる。俺は安く見られるのはごめんなんだな。
なるほど、お前は偉いよ。確かに見栄ってのを大事にしてる。
おめえもこの世界でのし上がりたきゃ少しは見習えよ。つってもおめえはそういうタイプじゃねえってことか。
俺はおやっさんの背中を追いかけてこの世界に入った。孤児だった俺ら拾ってくれたあの人のために。てめえの体張るくらいしか脳がね
え。いや、もしかしたらおめえは今のままでいいのかもな。おめえが下で頑張って風間のおやっさんが出世すりゃ、おめえにも出世の芽が出てくるかもしれない。そういうのし上がり方もあるさ。ただおめえは風間のおやっさんの子じゃない。堂島組の組員なんだ。おやっさん、なんで俺らのこと風間組に入れてくれなかったんだろうな。 そりゃ堂島組の方が格は上だけどさ。
よせよ。おやっさんに考えがあってのことだ。
まあそうだな。よし、真面目な話はもうやめだ。カラオケでもしてパーッと騒ごうぜなあ。
わかった。今日はとことん付き合うぜ。
And here's your first sign that this game isn't all just fighting and beat 'em ups. Karaoke controls. Karaoke is a rhythm game where you press buttons shown on the screen and time with a song. Simply press the indicated button when the cursor reaches it. Make sure to press the correct buttons at the right time. The better your timing, the more points you will get. If your timing is really off, it will not count even if you press the correct button. I'm not the best at this, to be honest, so hopefully I do good enough so you can get the full experience. When someone else sings, you can support them with interjections. You can choose either simple or lively interjections. Simple interjections offer easier inputs, but you won't get more than 90 points. For a chance to score more, try lively interjections. Okay. Sing along, tambourine, maracas, and clap. So these two songs are classics. Bakametai or whatever is in a lot of the games, but I'm gonna do Judgment because it feels more awesome and epic, and it feels more appropriate for episode 1. So here we go. Bet you never thought you'd see me doing a karaoke rhythm game on videos, but here we are. That's probably the best I've ever done on that minigame in any of the games, actually. Then again, it's my favorite song pretty much in any of the games, so makes sense. 97, hell yeah!
No! Give me a hell yeah! No!
I think technically 99 or something is like the best you can get or so though. I don't know. That was intense. More intense than the fighting. Oh.
知らなかったぜ。おめえがあんなにカラオケ好きだったとはよ。
バカ。そらお前がハメ外そうとか言うから仕方なく付き合ってやっただけで。
嘘つけ。その割にはノリノリだったじゃねえか。普段から隠れて練習してるんだろ？なあ。
よせよ。そんなわけねえだろ。
それにしても思いっきり歌ったら腹減ったな。締めにラーメンでも言っとくか？
まだ食うつもりか？俺はそんなに腹減ってねえよ。
まあいいじゃねえか。付き合えよ。天国圏でどうだ？
しょうがねえな。わかったよ。
Nishiki will actually say different things depending on how you do on that song. It's kind of funny. I just realized that because I've seen someone do pretty bad, and I've done worse. But yeah, all the karaoke songs, if you do. Wow.
悪かったな。流行りの曲はよく知らねえんだ。
なら少しは勉強しろって。流行りに遅れた男はモテないからな。
そうか。
つっても男のアイドルなんかは俺も今勉強中だ。知ったかぶりしてなんとかやり過ごしてる。
それ周りにバレてんじゃねえのか？
かもな。やっぱアイドルっつったら女だ。最近はマジで可愛い子が多いぞ。
おお、そうなんだ。
ああ、帰ったらチェックしてみろよ。案外ハマって俺より詳しくなるかもな。
さあ、
そのうち俺ら二人8匹でコンサート行ってたりして。
お互い想像したくねえ姿だ。
だな。
But yeah, basically, as you saw, if you do well enough in a song, it'll like come or like convert into like a music video, which is pretty awesome. And it kind of gives you perspective on what Kiryu imagines while he's singing these songs based on the world around him. So, in that one, he imagines being a rock star with Nishiki and some other members of the clan. I think like, I want to say Kashiwagi, who you'll meet eventually, is there, and I don't think Kazama's there, but also another thing, apparently I misspoke before, they're not in the Kazama family, they're in the Dojima family. Kazama is like their father figure. They were orphans and he picked them up at an orphanage and took care of them as they were kids. But yeah, anyway, so that was karaoke. Let's continue, and I'll probably stop here soon, but let's just watch a couple more, like one more cutscene, get to the next part, and then we'll go from there.
着いたぜ。な、おい、なんだよ。全然食ってねえじゃんか。
だからもう食えねえって言ったろ。大盛りなんか頼みやがって。
情けねえこと言うなよ。それでも男が。
昨夜11時頃、カムロ町の一角で発見された若い男性の変死体は激しい暴行を受けており、警視庁では殺人事件とみて付近を捜査中です。ただいま続報が入りました。若い男性の身元が判明したとのことです。死体で発見された男性は都内在住の会社員栗原太一さん32歳。警視庁の調べでは栗原さんは金融業者数社から借金を抱えていたとみられ、今後関係者から事情を聞く方針です。
おい、桐生。
ん？
カムロ町で殺したと。
よくある話だろうが。
いや、お前、昨べの取り立て、相手のこと結構痛めつけたって言ってたよな。
こちらが栗原さんの死体が発見された現場です。
ここって、俺が取り立てした場所だ。
おいおい、お前、マジか。
いや、死ぬまで殴ったわけじゃねえはずだ。
この場所はカムロ町で人がごった返すネオン街からわずかに裏道を入った先にあります。ビルとビルに囲まれて人目につきにくい、かなりいびつな空間という印象を受けますが、栗原さんの死体はこのわずかに残る更地に倒れていたとのことです。
こいつ、
やめてくれ。もう
俺が取り立てたやつだ。
お前、本当に間違いねえのか？
はあ、
何やってんだよ。取り立てで相手殺しちまうなんてよ。誰からだ？組か？
ああ、早速呼び出した。 務所に電話してくれ。
やっぱり今のニュースの件で呼び出されてんだよな、お前。まずいことになったな。いや、お前ももちろんやべえけど、これで風間のおやっさんの立場も危うくなる。
何？
この不始末につけ込まれちまうってことだ。
どういう意味だ？
お前や俺がおやっさんに拾われたってことは堂島組の人間なら誰でも知ってる。だからよ、俺らの不始末はおやっさんの責任にもなっちまう。
だが俺がやっちまったことだ。おやっさんは関係ねえ。
そうはいかねえよ。殺しとなるとことがでかい。多分おやっさんの後釜に座ろうって連中は間違いなくそこをついてくる。堂島組若頭補佐の3人とかな。
くそ。
そもそも半年前、おやっさんが殺にパクられたのもその3人の誰かに売られたって噂だ。
なんだそれは。
おやっさんの仕切ってた鳥羽、周到に場所変えてたのにいきなり摘発食らったろ。ありゃ組の事情に詳しいもんが殺にチクったとしか思えねえ。でそれが誰かっていや、3人の若頭補佐の1人、クゼの兄貴だったって噂だ。
クゼの兄貴がおやっさんを殺に撃ったってことか。
もちろん証拠があるわけじゃない。でもよ、その件でおやっさんが無所に行ってからクゼはえらい勢いついてる。火のないとこになんとやらだ。
何しろ今は組に連絡するしかねえだろう。
そうか、そうだな。分かった。俺はとりあえず知恵貸してくれる人を探してみる。
すまねえ。
I've got to call Dojima Family HQ. There should be a payphone around here. Ah yes, the mission everyone always makes fun of. Find a payphone. But as you see, we basically partied all night or whatever. It's now morning and we have to call in. And apparently it's urgent. But yeah, I'm gonna go up here, get through this little cutscene, and then probably call it an episode. Better call the family office.
Kiryu だ。そっちで誰か俺のポケベル鳴らしたか？
あ、はい。クゼの兄貴に言われまして。桐生さん、すぐ事務所までお越し願いやす。実は若頭補佐のお三方が桐生さんをお待ちで。
そうか、わかった。
Well, I guess I better take a taxi to the Dojima family headquarters. But first we're gonna save and then call it an episode, as I said. Well, that was fast. Did it actually save? It seems like it went insanely quick. I guess it did. That's crazy. On the PS4 it like saves twice, once for the story and once for system data, so it takes forever. So I'm just not used to it being like that quick. But anyway, that was the first little part of Yakuza 0. I definitely plan to continue playing this going forward. And it's going to become a little less cutscene heavy as we get further into the game. Obviously, at the beginning of these games, just like with Persona 4 on my Monday series, the beginning of the game starts out very story heavy, and it's hard to really kind of skip a whole lot and do a lot of different things. But yeah, I love this game. It evokes a very like intense crime drama action-y hype feeling in me. So I get very excited playing it. Eventually, after, you know, the story beats get a little settled to where you can actually play the game and the world opens up and stuff like that. But for now, it's a little slower, but it'll ramp up as we get into the world a bit more. But yeah, that was a nice little taste of what the game has to offer with the fighting and the karaoke and some of the more intense drama or dramatic scenes or whatever so far. We've learned that Kiryu was shaking down a guy for loan shark money, and the guy turned up dead, so everybody kind of is like suspecting that it could be him that did it, even though clearly we as the player know that that's impossible. He seems like a decent enough dude, even though he beats the crap out of people. He seems to have some sort of code of ethics and stuff to him. We'll get more into that as time goes on. You'll see that he's a really good, caring kind of guy who just wants the best for everyone in the city, and for those around him. Anyway, I think I'll stop the recording here, but I'll see you in the next episode, and I'll be recording more just to kind of prep and be ready for that. But yeah, I'm having fun. Hopefully you are too, and I'll see you in the next episode next Friday. Anyway, see you for now.